The Tsavo Man-Eaters. A 9-month reign of terror, 1898. The setting. A railway through the wild in 1898. The British Empire was pushing forward with an ambitious project. The construction of the Kenya-Uganda Railway, a strategic link between the Indian Ocean and the interior of East Africa. This railway, later nicknamed the Lunatic Line, was intended to solidify British control over the region and facilitate trade. However, the project faced numerous challenges: harsh terrain, deadly diseases, and an unforgiving wilderness teeming with predators. One section of the railway was being built near the Tsavo River, a dry and scrubby region of present-day Kenya known for its dangerous wildlife. Thousands of Indian and African laborers had been recruited to work on the project, setting up temporary camps along the railway line. It was here, in the heart of the African wilderness, that a nightmarish ordeal began, one that would become one of the most infamous man-eating incidents in history. The terror begins. Men vanish without a trace at first. The disappearances were sporadic. A laborer would fail to show up for work, and soon, his half-eaten body would be found in the surrounding bush. The workers, many of whom were Hindus and Sikhs from British India, believed the attacks were the work of supernatural forces. Some whispered that the lions were evil spirits, sent to punish them for disturbing the land. But the attacks escalated rapidly. The two lions, both unusually large and completely maneless, began raiding the workers' camp almost every single night. They operated with terrifying efficiency, dragging men from their tents and devouring them alive within earshot of their screaming comrades. Panic spread through the camps like wildfire. The workers, desperate to defend themselves, built massive thorn bush fences called bomas to keep the lions out. But these beasts were no ordinary predators. They leapt over the barriers, broke through makeshift walls, and even tore tents apart to reach their victims. The railway project comes to a standstill as the body count rose. The workforce descended into chaos. Many workers refused to sleep at night, huddling together in the belief that the lions wouldn't attack groups. They were wrong. The lions, undeterred, would still single out a victim, dragging him away as others watched in horror. Terrified laborers began fleeing the railway project en masse, convinced that the lions were demons in animal form. Construction on the railway ground to a halt, and the British authorities faced a crisis. If the lions were not stopped, the railway, the very symbol of Britain's power in East Africa, would remain incomplete. Colonel Patterson takes on the beasts under Lieutenant Colonel John Henry Patterson, the British engineer overseeing the railway's construction. A seasoned hunter and soldier, Patterson initially dismissed the attacks as mere exaggerations. But as he witnessed the lions' unparalleled cunning firsthand, he realized this was no ordinary problem. Determined to end the nightmare, Patterson set out to hunt the man-eaters himself. But killing them would prove to be a far greater challenge than he expected. The hunt. A battle of wits. Patterson devised numerous traps. He reinforced fences, dug deep pitfalls, and even used live bait, hoping to lure the lions into a kill zone. But the creatures seemed almost supernatural in their ability to evade capture. At one point, Patterson built an elaborate gun trap inside his tent, rigging a rifle to fire when the lions stepped inside. But the lions somehow sensed the danger and avoided it completely. It was as if they knew they were being hunted. The first lion falls, December 1898. After months of cat-and-mouse games, Patterson finally got a clear shot at one of the lions in December 1898. Armed with a .303 Lee Enfield rifle, he fired, but the beast didn't go down easily. It took 9 bullets to finally kill him, and even then, the lion crawled away after the first few shots, refusing to die quickly. When Patterson and his men inspected the body, they were stunned. The lion was huge, measuring over 9 feet long, 2.74 meters, from nose to tail. Its skull and teeth were massive, indicating incredible biting power. But the second lion was still out there, and it was even more ferocious. The second lion. A monster that refused to die. The second lion was even more elusive and aggressive. For 11 more days, it continued its attacks. Unlike its fallen companion, this lion actively sought revenge, targeting the camps even more boldly. When Patterson finally got his chance to shoot it, the second lion shrugged off the first few bullets and continued charging. It took a total of 9 shots, with the final bullet being fired at point-blank range, to bring the beast down. Why did these lions become man-eaters? Scientists and historians have long debated why the Tsavo lions became so obsessed with eating humans. Several theories have emerged. A devastating outbreak of rinderpest, the cattle plague, had wiped out much of the lions' normal prey, forcing them to seek alternative food sources, like humans. Tsavo was historically a major route for slave caravans, and many victims of the trade were left unburied, providing a steady source of human corpses. The lions may have developed a taste for human flesh from scavenging these bodies. Analysis of the lion's skulls at the Field Museum of Natural History later revealed that at least one of the lions suffered from severe dental disease, making it difficult to hunt larger, tougher prey like zebras or buffaloes. This could explain why the lions resorted to hunting humans, soft, slow, and easy to kill. The aftermath. Legends that still haunt Tsavo. Once the lions were dead, the railway project resumed, and the line was eventually completed. But the legend of the Tsavo man-eaters never died. Patterson kept the lions' skins and skulls as trophies for over 25 years, until he finally sold them to the Field Museum in Chicago. There, taxidermists reconstructed the lions, and today, they stand as one of the museum's most famous exhibits. Even now, the story of the Tsavo man-eaters captures the imagination of historians, zoologists, and adventurers alike. What made these lions so relentless? Was it desperation, or were they truly just different from other lions, born to hunt humans? One thing is certain, the Tsavo lions were not ordinary predators. They were calculated killers, masters of psychological warfare, and possibly the most terrifying lions ever documented.